They all talk like this.
Yes.
All the
Yeah.
That's what they do all the time. And I was, oh, Danny was so funny at the party last night. Do that thing. Pull my pants down.
Okay. That'll clip well.
I'm on the podcast because I know Monterey and I have to pull my pants down. Monterey told me I had to come on and pull my pants down.
Yep.
I have hairy feet, so I could shave their name in my feet. I'm Greek. Oh, it's Santa Claus.
It's Santa Claus.
Okay. All
Oh
right.
my God.
Wow.
Secretly Santa.
No wonder he was popular on OnlyFans.
Yes.
Everyone wanted to, it's all the children on there looking at Santa. What if I pull my pants down?
Well, that's OnlyFans.
Yeah. So, and I'm taking it off. You know,
hair?
I'm doing something about it. Yeah. It's a bobblehead. You're asking for it. Africa's in Canada. You know that? All right. I'm going to pull my pants down.
This is my favorite part to cut out. I'm like,
I did it with you.
shoot. Deep breaths. Welcome back to the Isaac Abrams Show, everybody. I'm your host, Isaac Abrams. Today's very special guest, comedian, actor, writer, podcaster, and first-time philanthropist, Nikki Bond.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Will you plug everything you got?
Yes. I've got brown hair. I've got brown.
Yes.
Has anyone done that yet?
No.
Is that the most annoying joke that anyone could do?
No, that's funny.
I've got Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, I envy you, really. I would rather not have Instagram.
Right.
It's Nikki Bon, Nikkibon. That's my TikTok. That's my YouTube. And do I have anything else?
Podcast
I
times
have
two.
a podcast. Okay, thank you. Are you my agent?
Yes.
I like that.
I'm your manager now.
I'm so Canadian. I never like to brag about things. Yeah, I have a podcast where I teach my dad how to be a father called Whoa Dad. And now I just interview people with fucked up parents because that's juicier.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have a podcast called Recovering Toxaholic with comedian Monterey Martinez.
Also, one of the producers on this show.
There you go.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah.
So big coincidence there.
Yeah, really crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, we both know her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the best.
Yeah, she is.
We're very fortunate to be working together. You are a Canadian person.
I'm Canadian, yeah. I'm a Canadian person.
Do you still identify as Canadian?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I
can hear it now.
Absolutely. Oh, what are you going to say? A next? You're going to say A to me?
I was going to go with sorry, but...
Nope, don't do it. Everybody who does that.
Yeah. No. Do you know Henry Sir?
I do know Henry
He's very
Sir.
Canadian as well.
I thought I was Canadian. He is very Canadian because he's like a gentle giant.
Oh, huge. Yeah.
Where everyone thinks I'm like nice and sweet, but then I'll bite you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more aggressive. And when I get angry, people are like, oh my God, look at the Canadian get angry. It's like we're still humans.
You pull their jersey over their head and punch them in the face.
Yeah.
You're like, how about that?
I get a little feisty.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's feisty's good.
Yeah, sometimes it's like I feel like we had to be polite for so long, and now I just want to let it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Pandy gave us the opportunity to just be who we are.
Yeah, it sounds, when you say pandy, you've said it a couple times now that you're saying like panty.
Oh.
But that's okay.
No.
But it's going to brand you as a pervert.
It is. Nobody likes the word panty.
I hate the word
It's right
panty.
up there with moist.
Oi.
And if you use those two words in a sentence, I don't want to be your friend.
I don't like it at all.
Nope.
But even some women say panties, and I'm like, oh. Like, I just feel like that word, you know what's in them. You know what I mean? Like, when you take them off, you know what it looks like.
Yeah.
And it's not okay.
It's only okay if you say man panties.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's funny.
Yeah.
But in reference to
Manties.
women's garments, it's unacceptable.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah. This could be a whole YouTube series on things that are not okay to say.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's pretty much my podcast with my dad, is telling him what's not okay to say to me.
Yeah. And how long ago did that start?
That started about, you might hear that too. I'm saying this slowly because I had COVID before COVID was a thing, and we were recording.
Wow.
So we recorded in 2020, end of January.
Oh, you got it real
beginning
early.
of February. Yeah. Because in the podcast, my dad says I was really sick and he's like, maybe you have coronavirus. And I was like, what's that?
Yeah.
And then he's like, you have to get a nasal swab and check. And I was like, oh my God, that's so scary.
Yeah. Oh, I'm never doing that.
And then I listened back and I was like, oh, that was COVID.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, so I started doing it with him then, but then it took me about a year to edit because the guy is all over the place. So it was, I had to kind of, rearrange some things. We'd be on one topic and then he'd all of a sudden go to aliens. And I was like, oh, we were talking about your mom and my mom's divorce,
So you basically did the Joe Rogan experience for a year.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. I just basically took it all and created stories in each episode.
That's cool.
And had to treat it like a puzzle piece.
So many people don't story edit, including myself.
Is that a thing? Do people? I'm a big story editor.
Yeah, Mark Maron does it.
He does?
Yeah.
And he's my favorite podcaster.
He's one of the best.
I didn't know he's story editor.
His editor or his producer does.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so he'll make the conversation flow in a more... They can go all over the map, but that's why it sounds perfect every week.
Yeah, and now when I listen to people's podcasts, I pick it out.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I do it, because I listened to his podcast so much before I did mine, and I probably copied the way that it flowed.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with copying the best person in the world.
That podcast.
Yeah. If someone's doing something perfectly and they're the number one or two person in the world, why not?
I don't do it with my podcast now because I'm like, as I said, I'm like burnt out. But with my dad's stuff, I was just like, it needed to flow. It was too much.
And are you still doing the show with your dad?
I'm still doing the show, but he's not in it. He left again.
Plot twist, season 2. Yeah.
No, he's still in my life, but he needed to take a break. It was becoming a lot for him. I think the pandy made him just a lot more like self-conscious and anxious. So every time I was trying to do it, we had 52 episodes, and then it was just too hard to try and get him on the phone, and it was just it was tough. And then I started interviewing people who's had daddy issues, and then now I've extended to like everyone who has like family issues, and my listeners have actually really liked that. They've said, I think they're like, okay, we're done with you guys now, give us more juice.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, every show should progress.
Yeah, I guess so. I always feel like a failure though.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, you're not.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all my therapist had to say, but instead
right.
he goes deeper, so then I keep going back.
Well, this way can bill you more.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, all I had to say was you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are enough.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll forget that when I leave.
You can just come to here for therapy now.
Okay, perfect.
Or I could just record you a voice message, and every time you feel like you're not enough, you can just play it and go, well, see, it says right here.
Oh, okay, thank you. That'd be really nice.
That'd be a great app, like Pocket Therapy.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Just us voice actors just recording nice messages for people.
Yeah.
You are enough.
And then, like, their name, and you can like, your eyelashes are really nice.
But there's a weird pause. You are the best, Sarah.
Yeah.
Brian, you are complete.
You're so pretty. They're like,
It's like that TikTok voice. It's like POV.
I hate the TikTok voice.
You can change it.
Oh, you can?
Yes.
Wait, but when I'm listening to other people's stuff?
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, that would be a good option.
That would be great.
Like you only want to hear it in the Disney pirate voice and you click a button.
Yes, because I think I hate the TikTok voice because my friend is dating a girl that I really don't like, and she's so annoying.
What's her name? Let's put her Instagram handle up.
Oh, I can't.
You want to, though.
I do.
I love talking shit.
Me too.
Yeah.
Her name's Sarah.
Great callback.
And she was posting on TikTok like the TikTok voice all the time. So now anytime I hear of it, I think of Sarah.
You
and
associate,
it's so annoying.
Like it's her voice.
It's her voice.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah.
I use the Disney Pirates voice.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah. It is.
I'm really bad at social media.
Yeah. Now mine is like R POV. R.
That's fun.
It's fun. It's good
I like
times.
that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the headphones off now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
It was hurting my head a bit.
Welcome back to 15-minute podcast, 8.5-minute podcasts. I like short podcasts. Do you listen to any short podcasts?
I don't listen to short podcasts. No. I don't know if my dad really likes, he keeps telling me I need a short podcast, but I don't think I like short podcasts because if I'm driving and it ends, then I have to listen to it start up again, and I have to listen to the intro and the commercials and all that kind of stuff. Like Smartless is kind of short, but they have so many commercials that it annoys me.
It's tough because they got what do they sell for? 60 million?
Yeah. Why do you need more money though? Like why can't you guys are rich anyways? Why are you should be giving you
Right.
Why are you don't need commercials?
Right. And the guest doesn't get any of that money.
No one gets anything.
Yeah.
Sure, you got to pay your staff, but okay, you got to pay your staff. But
I think you could pay your staff with a little less than $60 million.
Yeah, I think so too.
The ad revenue, I think you could do one mid-roll break is as far as I'm concerned, all you need.
They're so long. There's so many. These guys are so... I think it's a bit selfish, honestly. Yeah. And listen, I have a huge crush on Will Arnett, but if I met him... You do?
Oh, my God.
Have you ever met him?
Yes.
Did you lie in that moment?
I don't know.
You just doubted your...
I can't remember everybody that I've worked with. I feel like I would have remembered work. So let's say no.
Okay, because you said yes at first.
Maybe I want to meet him so bad that I just said yeah.
If you meet him, or if you know you're going to meet him, can you let me know?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'll invite you.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Or just like bring me up. I think that we'd be... Do you feel that way about Will Arnett, that you'd be friends?
I don't think he would like me.
Oh, why?
I don't... maybe it's an internal thing, but I like to think that I'm a lot like him. And I don't know. I don't know if he would... he's got his whole life going on. Why does he need new friends? I think that's kind of the way I look at my life, too. So maybe he's like, I want all the friends in the world, but...
Yeah. Well, I think that you'd have to bring a lot to the table to be Will Arnett's friend. Like, I think I guess I feel like I'm like Will Arnett too. Like his sense of humor.
Yeah.
I think that I could one up him and he'd be like, he might fall in love with me and I like don't want to break up his marriage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want him to like break up my relationship either. So we probably shouldn't meet. It could be
terrible
dangerous.
for everyone.
Yeah.
It'd be all over the Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah, maybe that's what you really feel about him too.
Yeah, I might break up his marriage.
Yeah, and you didn't want to say that on the podcast, but I just said it so you could feel free to say it yourself.
Thank you for taking that bullet.
You're welcome.
Yeah, celebrity best friends. Maybe I'm more like Jason though.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I want to be like Will.
Yeah,
but I'm actually like Jason.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know you well, but I've talked to you for 45 minutes now. We talked beforehand.
Yeah.
And you weren't screaming Will Arnett.
Oh.
No offense.
Wouldn't it be weird if I was just screaming Will Arnett?
And then I was screaming back, Jason! Jason! It's Jason! You're like, Will Arnett!
I'm like, let me give you the tour. Will Arnett!
No, Jason!
I have Tourette's, but I only say Will Arnett. Oh, my God. I might just start screaming Will Arnett when I go to Target from now on. And then everybody just starts looking around.
Then we start recording, and I'm like, you remind me of Will Arnett.
Yeah, it's because I've
really
been
worked.
Subliminally screaming it at you for 45 minutes. That's going to be a great clip.
I could see you being more Jason-y, I think.
Yeah. Especially now that he's been doing the directing thing with Ozarks and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
He's following in my footsteps.
Yeah.
Directing big Netflix television shows.
Yeah, exactly. So we've nailed it. You're Jason, I'm Will.
Yeah. Now all we need is, I forget his name all the time.
Sean
Hayes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad I remembered that with no help whatsoever.
Yeah, all we need to do is find a comic that will interrupt us and tell a story about themselves, which shouldn't be hard.
No, I can think of 12 guys right now.
The
list of people who wouldn't do that is much shorter than the list of everyone else.
Yeah, I think so.
We could just throw a rock at the Comedy Store.
We could honestly just walk right outside and we're fine.
We'll find somebody.
Yeah.
Totally.
We're in LA. They don't even need to be comics. We could just go down Cuenca and I'm sure someone would be willing and the exact same.
That's true.
Lots of narcissism.
Yeah. Boy. Did you start comedy in LA?
Yes, I did.
No comedy in New York?
No comedy in New York. No comedy in Toronto. I started out here.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is a blessing and a curse, though, really.
It's
you
half and half.
Here too.
I did. I'm a baby comic.
Yeah,
I'm 4 years old.
Yeah. You're a little tadpole.
It might be 5. I took 2 years off for Pandy, though.
Right. But so did a lot of people. And then if you say that to comedians, they're like, still a year, man.
Yeah,
you can't take that off, man.
Okay. Well, how many times did you get on stage? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
How many times did you think about jokes, though?
Yeah.
you know.
I wrote every day.
Yeah.
I think the year thing is bullshit.
Yeah.
I think the older class, the guys that are like rounding 50 and like, you know, the Bert and Tom and Joe Rogan and all those cats, that class of folks, they're counting years because they didn't have the same social media elevators that we have. And they're like, they had to find their voice with like going up once a week.
Right.
And it's like, that's why it took 15 years.
Okay, so what do you think now that you think that...
I think if you start later in life and you have more life experience, then I think you can cut out maybe the first 6 or 7 years. And if you've also done live performance and like public speaking for 10 years, I think that counts for like 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm just making excuses for myself.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I started when I was 30 and I was like, oh, you're all going through, you know, high school. You're all such babies. And here I am, 30, so I get it.
I'm grown.
Yeah. But, starting out here is hard.
It is. I've heard people be like, you got to go to another market and start, and then when you're good, you move here.
Well, it's just because people remember you from when you was it began or begun?
Both.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. I was like, oh,
depends on if
Jesus
you're Canadian or
Christ.
not.
Okay, there we go. You know what? I'll take that one. I'll let
go.
you off the hook with that very Jason thing to say.
Oh,
though.
thanks, Will.
Oh, and then he sips his coffee.
I'm going to call this episode Smartless.
I mean, begun. That is
That's right.
not very smart.
Tomato.
I forget. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know what I was saying.
It was important.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah, next.
New York. Comedy. Not comedy. Theater.
Yeah. Acting.
Did you want to be have you been a thespian your whole life?
I actually don't love theater, to be honest. I like acting, but I don't love theater. I just don't love the personalities. They all talk like this.
Yes.
All the
Yeah.
That's what they do all the time. And I was like, I'm not one of these people. I went to university. I majored in theater, and I just like was such an outcast. I would just show up hungover, and they would be like, oh, Danny was so funny at the party last night. Do that thing. And then he's like doing a weird like bug movement. It just was too much.
Yeah.
So I like acting. I like the teachings of theater and method and all that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't spend my days rehearsing. And yeah.
Have you ever stayed in a role and stayed method like through the course of filming something? Like, even in your off time?
Yeah, kind of. The school I went to in New York was called Atlantic, and it's William H. Macy and David Mamet's school. And
a couple of up and coming actors.
Just a couple. Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah.
And so Felicity Huffman too, but like she's canceled, so I didn't really want to drop that name.
They canceled her?
Well, she's pretty canceled. She went to jail.
Felicity went to jail?
Yeah, because she rigged her kids' report cards so they could graduate and go to a certain school.
She was in that whole thing?
She was in that, yeah.
Wow.
And she was the one that did it, not William H. Macy, because they're married. Felicity Huffman?
Is married to William H. Macy?
I believe so.
The redheaded old dude?
Is he redhead? He's like gray now. Yeah, William H. Macy from Shameless.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Felicity Huffman from like, not Dawson's Creek, but another WB show?
No. Felicity Huffman from Desperate Housewives. You're thinking of Felicity.
Yes.
No, that would be weird.
Yeah,
I was like, why is this so weird?
There's a 30-year age
That's
gap there.
so funny.
Yeah.
I have to pull my pants down.
Okay. That'll clip well.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we should. I didn't mean pull them off for those who are just listening to the podcast. I meant I had crossed my legs and they were like riding up and giving me a wedgie, so I had to pull them down. I didn't take them off. I just pulled like the bottom.
Yeah.
They're still around my waist and high.
Fully clothed.
I'm fully clothed.
Yes. And I forget that people just listen on the audio.
Yeah.
And it's like we're 18 minutes in. This is going so well.
I'm on the podcast because I know Monterey and I have to pull my pants down. Monterey told me I had to come on and pull my pants down.
Yep, the old pull the pants down trick. The numbers on YouTube just skyrocket. Do you know Jade Catapretta?
Yes.
She was on, but she opted not to wear shoes.
Oh, okay.
And wikifeet found it.
Oh, did she get money?
Well, my episode with her got a lot of views.
Oh.
But just for the part where she shook her foot at the. Oh. So if you can take your shoes off real quick and just.
Okay.
No. Just
I
kidding.
am on wikifeet and I have a 5-star rating.
Really?
But it's my real name. Yeah, it's my real name is Nicole Lee Smith. Economo. It's my dad's last name too. But it's Nicole Lee Smith, and I didn't know I was on wikifeet. And I kind of wish I did, because if I could make like money, like someone else is reaping the benefits.
You could get on OnlyFeet.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Just get a box of Jell-O and some peanut butter and get on OnlyFeet.
Do you think that that's like, would you, if Monterey was like, oh, my friend Nikki is a comedian, she'll come on, and then you found out I was on OnlyFeet, would you judge me? You wouldn't.
No, I encourage people to do OnlyFeet.
Okay.
Because some people may receive it sexually, but like the delivery of the content, you don't have to show anything that would be normally classified as sexual.
Yeah.
And you could just like make grapes with your feet and get a lot of money.
I think I need to do it because I need some money right now.
If anybody wanted dudes' feet, bruh, my feet would be out there.
Okay. Can you do a different name? Or would I probably
No, you have to use your real name and social security number.
What if I pull my pants down?
Well, that's OnlyFans.
Yeah. Man, I can just really take over the internet. My SEO will skyrocket.
Yeah, I don't know what they call it in Canada, but here in America, it's OnlyFeet and OnlyFans. I had a very rather large redheaded gentleman on recently, and he did OnlyFans during the pandy.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he fat? Is that what you meant by
he's
large?
He's husky.
Okay.
He's a large gentleman. He's jolly.
Oh, it's Santa Claus.
It's Santa Claus.
Okay. All
right.
my God.
Wow. Secretly Santa.
No wonder he was popular on OnlyFans.
Yes.
Everyone wanted to, it's all the children on there looking at Santa.
It was all the gay children. They were like, Santa, will you shave my name in your back?
Is that what he was doing?
He did that. Yeah. And then I taught him that he could have just taken a picture of his hairy back and then shaved his back. And then we could have photoshopped everyone's name. But he was only selling it like once every 6 weeks because he would wait for the hair to grow back and then shave someone else's name in it. I was like, let's get this technology going here.
How much did he make?
For shaving someone's name in his back, it was like $100. But for showing his butt, like 75.
Yeah. I have hairy feet, so I could shave their name in my feet. I'm Greek. I take care of them, but I could grow it out. You just lost a couple subscribers.
No, this is one of those moments where I realized if I stay quiet, it'll get weirder. So.
So I could do that.
Hairy Feet. By Smartless.
Yeah.
Stepping away from Smartless to tell you about hairy feet.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got hairy feet? Yeah. So
I think, I just assumed everybody had hairy feet. Is that part of a normal shaving program for a lady?
Not many women are talking about it. That's why I'm here to pave the way.
Let's go.
For all the women who feel insecure about their hairy feet. I don't think so, because my boyfriend will be like, oh, I just wish you would get that lasered. Nothing else in my body. It's the feet. He's like, I don't understand. And I'll take care of it. But no woman has been like, oh yeah, my hairy feet, my hairy toes. So either no one's talking about it yet, or I'm a rare species.
The rare harried feet Nikki from the Canadian regions.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm not even a little fascinated by feet whatsoever, so I've never noticed if anybody's feet are hairy or not.
Well, I think a lady would take care of it that you probably never would notice it. And if you're going to see a lady's feet, it's going to be in sandals. And in that case, especially in LA, everybody's paying for pedicures. And so they're going to be taking care of it. I think it's when you're living alone and you're comfortable that maybe the hairs come out to play, So wintertime.
Let me get it straight.
Yeah.
When you get a pedicure, they're shaving them toe knuckles.
Oh, no. You got to go prep going in with
you shave your own feet pre-pedi.
I actually have a thing called an epilady, and that is a machine. He's like writing that one's right. It's a machine that you turn on. It's like handheld, and it has a bunch of tweezers, probably like 200, and it goes around in a circle, and it just pulls your hair out.
Wow.
Yeah. So
is
I
that
do that
feet
to
only?
my feet. Everything.
Epilady everything.
You could epilady yourself with it. It would hurt, but you could do it.
It's just yanking.
It's just yanking. It's like, you could do it to your arm hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, man, I should have brought it. We could have tested it on your leg.
Right. Today's episode of Smartless is brought to you by Epilady. For all your hairy parts.
Yeah. And you know what?
Yeah.
Knuckles, all of it. Epilady's got you.
I'm so thankful to be a dude.
Yeah, you should be because it hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 3 older sisters.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Are they? It's okay. So you never saw toe hair?
I don't really look at my sister's feet that much.
Well, aren't you a prude?
Yeah. Huh. Let's take a moment to reflect on why we didn't look at our sister's feet.
Maybe you should write them and apologize for never acknowledging their feet.
I'll give them a public apology right now.
Yeah.
Hey, 2 stepsisters that aren't really related to me anymore, and my real sister. Sorry about your hair.
Sorry, I never asked.
I'm sorry that I never
asked if you have toe
Line!
hair.
I'm sorry I never asked if you had toe hair.
Yeah.
It'd be a whole lot weirder if I was interested in my sister's hair situation.
It's true, but if you were, you could make fun of them. That gives you more ammo to make fun of them.
Right.
Like my best friend's brother would make fun of my hairy feet when I was a kid.
Oh, so we got deep-rooted hair
I got
issues.
deep-rooted hair issues.
And that's why we pluck and not shave, because we got to get the roots out.
I got to get the root out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it only lasts like 3 days, and then it's like back. Yeah. It's rough.
Wow.
Yeah, Greek, it sucks.
Greeks are known for the hair?
Greeks are hairy, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't have arm hair, which is nice, but the rest is a problem.
Yeah, I've heard that about you.
Yeah. I mean, you just lost 20 more subs.
Oh! Subs. That one's for you, Nick. Subs means subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah. Maybe we'll stop talking about my hair. Men don't like that stuff.
Men like anything associated with a woman.
I guess so. And I'm taking it off. You know,
hair.
I'm doing something about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, now, there's a word called manscaping. What is that
Yeah.
word for women?
That is a Brazilian.
Or is it just scaping?
No, that sounds like it's like
you broke out of jail?
that scaping sounds like it's like scabies on your vagina. Or
Oh,
something.
okay.
That's what I took from it.
There we go. To each his own.
You asked. That's
Yeah, I did. And you have. This is America. You can say whatever you want.
I'm free here.
You have free.
I can't say that in Canada.
No, you can't. They'll make you
But
keep your
here?
hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
You escaped to the United States for the freedom.
I'm taking my hair off
Yeah.
and saying bad words like scaping.
Escaping. Oh my God. Careful, y'all children at home. Don't be out there scaping.
Don't be scaping your sisters.
Yeah, this is an anti-scaping campaign.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
glad that we're standing for a lot of things right now. And
Yeah.
maybe there are some women listening that will learn a lot, you
Right.
know.
And they'll get-
Epiladies,
Yeah.
$20.
But that's right. They can get out of their scaping situation and
Yeah,
get
you
into
can
an
you can
Epilady.
scape.
This sounds
with
like a
an Epilady.
sponsored. The entire thing has been sponsored. This is one long
Epiladies
ad.
like an 80s.
Yeah.
It's like from the 80s.
Do you ever fall asleep watching TV and you wake up to a infomercial, but it's not quite an infomercial?
Yeah.
This is an Epilady
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, we've really screwed everybody over that's listening. They're like, can you talk about other things?
We could, but we don't fucking feel like it. Get your own fucking podcast.
Okay, let me tell you one Epilady story.
Okay, let's go.
I ordered a new epilator, and that's what it is, if you want the proper term.
Is there a number behind it? The Epilator 957.
Gillette. I ordered a Gillette epilator, and it came from Amazon, and I took it out. It was in the box. I took it out, and it wasn't like a bag, so it wasn't sealed. It was just 2 pieces of plastic stuck together. You know when you get that kind of packaging?
yeah.
And I opened it, and I looked, and there was a hair in it.
Nope. Nope. If your epilator is gently used, I'm okay on that. Nope, we don't do used epilators.
That crazy?
That's disgusting, bro. Did you
Yeah.
order it as new?
I ordered it as new. But I
Bro.
think that probably what Amazon did was they say, oh, yeah, sure, it's new. It got sent back to. I don't know how. Like, they're so lenient with refunds that I'm like, what are you guys doing?
No actual packaging, just 2 pieces of blank
It
cardboard.
was packaging, but it wasn't it was in a box, the Gillette box, but the packaging itself, you could have opened it and shut it because it was like box and then the two plastic pieces that are stuck together. It's like hard plastic.
Yeah.
Peel.
But not a branded box with pictures and colors and stuff.
No, it was a branded box. But what I mean is like sometimes you'll order something and it'll be in a plastic bag that's fully sealed and you have to rip the bag open. This is like, when you would get kids' toys and it would be...
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you never get toys as a kid?
Yes, and also I'm a single grown-ass adult. So if I was like, yeah, tell me more about them kids' toys. What are you talking about? How many children do you have?
Listen, I'm nostalgic, okay?
All right.
I like to order children's toys.
I'm making fun of you as we have maybe the largest collection of children's toys possible.
You have Star Wars all over.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, is that a rubber ducky? That's
Yes.
a children's toy. A children's bath toy, might I add. Also, that's the perfect example of what I'm trying to say. That box right there with the plastic.
Yeah.
Those other children's toys that you have. See how you can pull them
That's
apart?
a Theo Von bobblehead.
Yeah, but he's selling those to kids for sure.
Wow. Okay. Hot take. Oh boy. I'm going to tell him you said that. I'm going to see him tomorrow night. I'm like, yo, Nikki Bond said you selling them shits to kids, bro.
It's a bobblehead. You're asking for it.
Oh, man.
You know?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. What's the toy beside it?
That's Joe Coy's Funko Pop doll.
What's a Funko Pop doll?
It's Funko dolls. Or they make, if you get famous enough, they make a Funko doll out of you.
Oh, cool.
I think the head actually bobbles as well. I don't know. If I take it out of the package, it's not going to be worth it.
If you took it out of the package, then you would understand what I mean by the packaging that Epilady was
I know.
in.
I get the plastic part.
Okay,
Just two pieces of cardboard are throwing me off.
Okay. Oh, it was just in a regular packaging. You know what? I'll show you a picture later.
Okay. I need a visual representation. So the next time I order children's toys, I'll know what to expect.
Yeah. Well, you know what to expect. They're everywhere here.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also saw that Barbie over there, too.
Barbie?
He's got a Barbie he's not going to tell you,
Wow.
but it's behind the door.
Okay.
It is. It's weird. I didn't say anything, but now that we're getting to know each other, I'm like, yeah, that's weird. They have a Barbie.
Legit, my last set in here with my co-host, that Daily Pop Culture Show, she had packaged Barbies on her set. So I'm wondering if she left one behind, but she came and packed up all her shit the other day.
Yeah, the other show,
It's called Misty and Ike. It's linked in down at the bottom of this series. So.
Okay, well, somebody...
Lots of Barbies. We did an episode on Barbies.
Big Barbie shows.
Yeah.
See? There we go.
Welcome back to Barbies. What if we just do 5-minute mini podcasts?
Yeah, I think so. Then you can cut so many clips.
Yeah.
Your whole Instagram will just be clips from our episode.
That's all my Instagram is.
But like
just me and you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. To have someone else out there permanently promoting you. Oh my God. So I have my Instagram is at Nikki Bond, but my other Instagrams are follow Fred for this one. Oh my God, that was so funny. But we used to do that in bands before the internet, before MySpace and all that stuff. We'd have a street team, right? So you have your fan club president, and then there'd be other kids who just liked your band that would go and pass out flyers for you.
Really?
And promote shows. Yeah, it'd be your street team. And they would help promote shows.
Would you pay them, or they were just fans of
They got
your
into the
band?
show for free. So,
wow.
yeah.
So they were little groupies.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Ours were all males, but sure.
You know what? Doesn't mean they don't like talk.
Hey!
You know?
Yeah.
Take that out.
Yeah, take that part out.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't write it down.
I'll see it again because I'm the editor. But I'm acting like I have a producer that I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Timothy, cut that part out.
No,
Timmy.
Tim, keep it in.
Whatever the guest says goes.
Yeah, just keep it. And then put 10 clips of me on his podcast page.
You'll get
3
or 4.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Are you a collaborator? Do you like to collaborate?
I like to collab, yeah.
Yeah. I've had a couple of recent non-collabers.
I mean, get a life.
Yeah.
Were they big people?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that. But just one collab, please.
I looked at their page and I made their clip on brand with exactly what they've been posting.
Oh, wow.
And they said they liked it.
What about the thumbnail?
My thumbnails are very brand unique to me.
Yeah, so maybe they didn't like the thumbnail.
Maybe. As we sit here, it's October 30th. Mm-hmm. 31st.
Yeah, I was just going to correct you guys.
31st. It's Halloween. Oh my God, it's Halloween. Happy Halloween.
You just realized this now?
Yeah, because I don't have any children.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. You just...
And I don't go trick-or-treating. Well, I still do. But I don't know when this will come out.
Okay.
Do you have anything to promote? Do you have a big show or a special or something coming out?
Guess what? Nope.
All right. We'll have to shoot you a special just so I can put this episode out.
I need you to, put a special. No, I don't have a special coming out right now. Okay. No. Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I only have people on that have specials coming out. I'm just kidding. Didn't mean to make you feel bad about it.
And then I was like, all I talked about is toe hair and pulling hairs out.
Well, both my listeners appreciate that.
So any specials? No. But that's okay.
That is okay.
Yeah.
Do you have an hour ready? We can shoot it.
No, I don't have an hour ready. I can do an hour.
Yeah. But
I don't want to shoot an hour right now. No. I think I'm too young of a comedian to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, some people do it, but I shot something like during the pandemic. It was like a Comedy Network thing that is on YouTube. And so that's on there and I can't take it down. Not that I want to. It was like shot professionally.
Yeah.
But I would never call that like my special. It was like I went in and did 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think a special is like, you got to be at a certain point, I believe. Yeah. Otherwise, you're burning your jokes.
Or it's not a special, it's a regular.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What? I saw an open micer shoot an hour special the other day.
Oh, how was that?
I was like, oh.
Did you go to it?
No.
You just saw it online?
Yeah.
And, oh, man,
like,
would
buddy,
I know them?
I can't even, no.
No, okay.
Yeah.
An hour.
Mm-hmm. Come watch me shoot my new hour. I'm like, bruh, you're not even like featuring yet. Like, why would you burn an hour?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes it could be the catalyst for catapulting. Like, if you cut that hour up into 1 minute clips and you get 60 clips.
That's true.
It could get you to feature land.
That is very true. The footage that I have from my 20 minutes is very good.
Yeah.
And it like does well online. So when you have something clear and well shot like that, but then it's like, I'm not calling it my special. I don't want to burn. Yeah. I don't want to burn.
If I ever do a special, I'm going to call it my regular.
Okay. That sounds like, you know what? I'm not going to say.
Or the usual. Like when you go to a diner and they're like,
do
you want the special or the usual?
Yeah, I like the usual better because the regular sounds more like bathroom stuff.
Yeah.
I'm regular.
Yeah.
And then also, yeah.
Okay.
So that's my advice to you.
The usual.
However, we have discovered that like the way my brain works hasn't been. I did say that scaping reminded me of scabies. So like, don't listen to me.
Yeah, we go straight to the bodily functions quite quickly.
Yeah. My dad was just in town and he does that kind of stuff. So
scaping. Big scaper in your family there?
You know, we're not that close.
Okay.
If he was around my whole life, I might be able to answer that question.
Yeah.
You know? But it's probably for the best, really.
My dad left in 2007.
He did?
Yeah.
Did he die?
Permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a good dude before that, though.
He was?
I think so. What I remember of him.
Wait, 2007 wasn't... How old? What do you mean, what do you remember?
I mean... I'm going to try and make this story as short as possible.
Okay.
I moved out of my home like very early, 17, 18 years old.
Oh, okay.
And then I lived in the same city as my family, but we weren't very close in my 20s.
Oh.
And then I moved here 9 months before he died.
Oh. Have you already talked in the podcast about why you guys weren't close?
Oh, not on this podcast.
Ooh,
or any other podcast.
Well, guess what? My podcast is about how our parents fucked us up.
Yeah.
You want to come on?
I'll come on your show and talk about it.
Great.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a comedy podcast.
You got it. So's mine.
Oh, okay.
But it's okay.
I would love to do your show.
Yeah. Okay, you can tell me mine and tell me the story there because I have so many questions. Just genuinely, I would want to ask.
Let's give them a prequel, like 2 questions. Let's go.
Why did you move out?
I moved out here with my band.
Oh, okay. So
why did I move out when I was 17?
Yes.
I was a really bad kid.
Oh, it was your fault.
I didn't finish high school.
Oh.
I dropped out and went just to go live in a farmhouse with a bunch of other dudes and do drugs.
So they weren't close to you because of you, not them.
Yes.
They were good parents.
They were very good parents. Very super Christian parents. Very like, they were like lots of rules, church all the time.
Oh.
And I was like, I want to see what life is all about.
Oh.
I want to do drugs and alcohol.
Fair.
With my theater friends.
Ew.
That was not a jab at you. I was actually in theater in high school.
Yeah.
And went to see what life is all about.
Okay, so your parents
we have bugs
didn't.
in here too.
Yeah, clothing moths. Your parents were actually good people, so
Yeah, they're very
I
good
don't know
people.
if you
Good
can come on
Christian
my
Southern
podcast
folks.
Then. And are you close to your mom now?
We chat regularly, but it's hard to describe my relationship with my mother, but I wouldn't say close.
Okay.
She keeps the distance of religion between us.
Ooh, creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I'm not living the way the Lord Jesus wants me to live.
Okay.
So,
interesting.
Yeah. And that was...
They love
I'm getting all choked up. That's a little snippet of what you can look forward to when I'm on your show.
Yeah. It's going to be hard because they didn't fuck you up, but now that you're saying religion, I'm like, oh, that's going to fuck you up a bit.
Oh, there's
to
some,
like,
some weird programming in there. I mean,
to be like, oh, this person you've never met before who could be a fictional character, not saying that is, but, somebody you've never met, you love them more than me.
Yeah.
Not to rub it in. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, now I'm getting all nostalgic. Yeah, that'll be it. I think I don't want to say it because I've done a lot of work and I've gone to a lot of therapy, so I don't want to say that my parents didn't fuck me up.
Right.
But I kind of do want to say that just so I can come on your show.
Okay, I can find the fucked upness.
Yeah.
I'm good at that.
Okay.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
And that is the Whoa Dad podcast.
That's Whoa Dad podcast. Yeah.
Whoa Dad.
Yeah.
And you did a Whoa Mom episode, right?
I did recently. Yeah.
Yeah. How was that?
Oh my God, it's the best one because my friend's mom is a complete narcissist. Like I went through the steps with her as she was like discovering how narcissistic her mom is. And the stuff this woman did is crazy. And it's like she's just mentally like ill. Narcissism is a proper thing where when you are related to one or if it's your friend or whoever you love, there's no way to go around it. You have to cut them out. And so her mom does wild things that so that was a really good episode.
My closest sister, believes that my mom is a narcissist.
Oh.
I'm not quite convinced yet.
Ooh, we'll find out on the podcast.
Yeah.
I will be able to answer that.
Okay.
I'm not a therapist, but I'm kind of a therapist.
All right.
And I know a lot about narcissism now because of my friend.
I was about to say something about Trump, but I don't think I want to go down that road. Because that was my first introduction to narcissism was someone, sorry, my phone just vibrated and scared the shit out of me. It's in my back pocket. Do it again. Someone was like, Trump's a narcissist. And I'm not trying to get political. I don't really give a shit if he's a narcissist or not. But that's when I started looking for narcissistic traits in other people.
Yeah, I think that he is. And I think that if you meet a narcissist and you understand they're a narcissist, you don't hate them as much because you're just like, your brain is made this way and you don't know any different and you don't understand that what you're doing is wrong because narcissists have no empathy whatsoever. So they try to get you to love them, but that's for their own selfish reasons and they don't know what true loving someone is. Mm-hmm. So when you understand that someone is that, I think it like gives you a bit of closure. Like looking at Trump, I'm like, yeah, he's crazy, but he also has this like mental disorder, so it kind of explains a lot. Yeah. Not that it's right.
Is it a correctable, let's call it a disease for lack of a better word? Is it like something you can go to therapy for and work your way out of being a narcissist?
No.
It's a wiring situation.
It's a wiring situation.
So it's like autism. You're like born with it or without it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which it can also be brought on by the way you were treated as a child. So if you have the wiring, you don't necessarily, not everyone will get there, but there are situations that trigger it and then you become the full-blown narcissist. Oh. So in this case, I just know this because in my friend's situation, she didn't talk about this on the podcast, but in person, she's told me that her mom, the way that she was raised and the way her parents treated her is what made her develop into a narcissist. But you have to have the wiring. It's the same for like, I have a friend from high school who is now schizophrenic, but she wasn't all these years until we were like 20, I think it was 19, 20. She was smoking a lot of weed. We all smoked a lot of weed in high school. And then once we all went to university, that like I was a big pothead and she was too, all the time. And all of a sudden she started talking about how the guy in her who lives next door, the neighboring backyard, he keeps talking to her. And so we for months just thought this guy was like coming to her house, like trying to talk to her. We had a crush on her, and we realized no one was there. And so she has schizophrenia, but it was brought on, it turned out, by smoking so much weed.
Yeah.
Because she had that chemical, and then the weed, overdoing it with weed is what released it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I had a similar experience, but I stopped smoking weed before. Like I got way into paranoia, but before it became schizo, I just quit weed because I was like, I don't like how I feel.
How old were you when you quit?
18, 19. I mean, I smoke occasionally now, but like I was like becoming an everyday user, and I was like, oh man, everybody out here wants to fight in these streets. I'm like,
oh wow.
I mean, I thought everybody wanted to go to war with me, and I was like looking for fights everywhere I went. Yeah, I was just like, I was also like a much tougher kid back in the day. But
yeah.
it was just couldn't go anywhere without being like, what'd you say? Like,
wow,
I was that dude, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I get paranoid, but I think of death and like what I've become, and I'm not doing enough, and we're gonna die. But that's hard. That's scarier because yours is like you're affecting people. Yeah. Mine, I'm like, I suck.
Right. I think the whole like death and all that stuff, like that started coming when I turned 40.
Oh.
I just turned 43 2 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh, happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm feeling younger now that I'm like into my 40s.
You are?
Yeah.
Everyone has said that their 40s are their favorites. And by everyone, I mean my mom. But like I've heard other people in their 40s say their 40s are their favorites.
Well, I think especially in Los Angeles, and maybe New York, as opposed to the rest of the country, where like people get settled into their lives in their early 20s and they're like off to the races. But like in your 40s in Los Angeles, like you're well settled into your career, and you're where you thought you were supposed to be in your 30s because you thought shit was going to happen for you overnight, but you had to spend a decade working on it.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
So, welcome back to the therapy podcast.
I just brought my podcast to your podcast.
I love it because then you get a variety show every week.
Yeah.
Johnny Mitchell just spent an hour and a half talking about selling cocaine in Colombia.
Oh, okay.
So, you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. I'm just, therapy and how to remove hair. That's what mine is.
Could one say perhaps, and I apologize in advance, therapy?
Oh, honestly, I like that. I do like that.
Yeah?
It's very Jason of you.
Are you into puns or no? Puns are fun.
Puns are fun. I like doing...
actual comedy.
No. I like doing.
Sorry, I don't mean to keep stepping on you, but that was so funny to me.
I like doing things that are actually funny. That's what I like doing.
Oh my god, I'm completely outmatched here wit-wise. This is insane.
This is.
You're like, okay.
I didn't know I was doing this podcast with my stepdad, but here we are.
He's here. Come on in, Steve. Steve, come on in. What's his name?
Nick.
Oh, I wish I had gotten that right.
Yeah, I know, close enough.
Yeah, Steve Nick.
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks. There you go. Yeah. You're still doing it.
And that's who your dad plays for.
Nope.
Oh, okay. And
nope.
Scene. This improv scene is over. We got to an and no.
And no. That's why I don't get along with the theater kids. I'm like, and no.
Yeah. Oh, do you have anybody that's never done improv but yes ands you all the time?
Yes, my best friend. She yes ands me all the time. We will especially forever since we were kids, we play tricks on people. Mm-hmm. So if we're out and someone's annoying, we'll all of a sudden go into characters and pretend we're somebody else. Like one time we were at a bar and this annoying guy wanted to talk to us and he was like, where do you work? And I was like, African Lion Safari. Do you guys have that here? African Lion Safari.
Is that a store?
No, African Lion Safari is it's like an outdoor zoo where you drive through and all the animals are wild.
Right, in Africa.
No. In Canada.
Oh.
Africa's in Canada. You know that?
You can go to Africa and do a safari.
You can go to Africa or fuck going so far. Go on to Canada and come on over to African Lion Safari. It's like a huge
Hey, tired of going to Africa?
Hey.
Come to Canada.
Scared of those mosquitoes over there? Guess what?
Our lions have sweaters on. It's fucking cold.
We're really nice though. The monkeys, not so nice. It's like a huge space. Like think of the LA Zoo or San Diego Zoo, how big it is.
The safari park in San Diego.
And all the animals are wild. They're not in cages. And you get in your car and you drive through this huge land.
Yeah.
And it's like you're in Africa.
But you're in Canada.
But you're in Canada.
No, I get I watch a lot of nature documentaries. I get the whole safari thing. I just weren't sure if I weren't sure if you were talking about actually going to Africa or not.
Nope, just Canada with a little bit of Africa in it.
But what you were saying was a guy was talking to you at a bar.
So we wanted to get rid of him, so I said I work at African Lion Safari, and he was like, "Oh, you do?" Which is like really, it'd be like, I work at the zoo, you know, and it's also just a weird place to work. And then he just wanted to talk longer. We'll like make up places that we work to get people to stop talking to us.
Right. And you do that on your Instagram with Instagirl.
Oh yeah, Instagirl.
Yeah.
Instagirl.
Did that start in the bars with your friend?
No. Instagirl started probably 2016 when I was just watching all these girls on Instagram and like the Kardashians and all of them. And then I started one day, like in my stories, started making fun of them and doing that character. And everyone was like, I love this character. So now I just make fun of like all the girls that are on the internet that are like, I just like, you know, just being hot. But I made her dumb because she's trying to fit in.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps asking me how I shave my toenails.
This is how you shave your toes. I mean, yeah.
It's so funny because they're like, everyone keeps asking me where I get these sweaters from. It's like, no, Cindy, no one's ever asked you that.
No one asked you anything.
Not one time.
Yeah. It's not a single time. And like, look at how cute I look. Or I just woke up. And it's like, okay, you're fully dressed with makeup on.
You got up, did your hair, makeup, wardrobe, then went back to sleep just so you could say that you woke up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Everybody check out Instagirl. And that's on @Nikki Bond.
Yes.
It's time for the lightning round.
Oh, okay.
But that doesn't mean we have to speed through it.
Okay.
That's 7 questions that I ask every single guest.
Okay.
And some of them, if it leads to something, we'll have a follow-up question.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite club or venue that you like to perform comedy?
The Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty solid answer.
Yeah. I also really, in Toronto, I love the Corner Comedy.
Corner Comedy?
Yeah.
I've never been there.
It's awesome.
Canada,
it's so
I've never been to Canada.
There's also African Lion Safari that I perform at as well. You can see me there. Only in the summer, though.
What do they do with the animals in the wintertime?
I don't know. We'll have to ask them.
Oh, ask the animals?
Yeah.
And now it's time for Ask the Animals. What is the weirdest thing you saw or did as a kid? We're looking for Stand By Me, like found a body on the train tracks or saw a clown in the woods.
Okay. The weirdest thing I used to do as a kid would be I had this clown painting. And I'm an only child, okay? I just need to preface all this. So
we know.
There was so my grandparents were in the circus on my dad's side.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my grandma rode on a tightrope wire and a headstand on a motorcycle.
Canadian circus or real American circus?
Real American circus, Eastern European.
Okay.
It's Czechoslovakian.
Yeah.
And then my grandpa was a juggler and an acrobat, Greek. And then they came together.
Got it.
Okay. So my grandpa also was a painter, just for fun.
Circus painter. He painted this clown painting that I was really afraid of, and it was whenever I walked out of my room, it was like hanging in the hallway, and I had a dream about it one time. It was a creepy painting. Like even my mom's friends would be like that because it looked so real. It was like actually a real person. Did his eyes follow you when you went down the hallway?
That's how it felt every time. So I had a dream where he went, "Why don't you talk to me?" And his lips started to melt off of the painting.
Oh.
Why don't you talk to me? So ever since I had that dream, I was like 7, I would talk to the painting every single day.
Like good morning and stuff?
Good morning. Hi, I'm going to Florida today. We'll be back in a week. Hi, how are you? And I did this.
Take me with you to Florida.
I tell you right now, like I did this probably until I was 15, and then we put the painting away, and even still, if I go and I look at the painting, I'll be like, hi, because I'm still scared of it.
Wow.
Yeah, so my mom would like see me just talking to a painting because I was like
something's wrong with this one. This one's broken. We need a new one. We got to get the... Oh my God. If I saw my kid talking to a clown painting, I would walk out the door, light the house on fire, and go to the airport. Oh, What would you do if you had a kid that was just like a creepy kid? Like the kids that they put in horror movies.
Oh my God. I would leave them on someone's doorstep.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
I'd probably out creep the kid, honestly. If the kid was creeping me out, I would be like, oh yeah. And then I would creep it out because I am like that.
If I just picture a kid in a kitchen going like, Mommy, Donald comes and talks to me when I'm sleeping. It's like, who's Donald? Oh, he's the demon under my bed. Oh.
Well, when my old house was haunted.
When
I was a baby, my mom and dad lived there. It was like full on haunted. Like bags would move. Like my mom had guests over. Cupboards were opening and shutting. People saw it. And my mom said that I was once looking up the stairs and talking, going, nah, 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 nah. And then my mom said, who are you talking to? And I said, the man, Mummy, the man.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
So I was that kid.
They would have never found you if I was your dad. No.
That's why my dad left.
The man. Oh my God, we figured it out.
That's it. You never asked, but that's why.
He was jealous of you talking to all the fake ghosts.
Yeah. He was like, I'm the real man. Yeah.
This is a perfect segue to the next question.
Okay.
This is literally, I ask everybody in this order, all 7 questions. But I saw on your IMDb that you did an episode of Paranormal Investigations.
Okay.
And I literally ask everyone, have you ever seen a UFO or a ghost?
Oh.
And you just said that you did as a kid.
Yeah.
But do you have any adult, or did you see one on Paranormal Investigations?
So that was a comedy. That was like a fictional comedy.
Oh, that's not.
I wish it was.
That was a parody of the show that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but you know what? I should just pretend it's a real show, so then people think I have like credits.
You're a paranormal investigator.
I
bought it. I believed it.
That's great. I've seen 2 ghosts. Yeah.
As an adult.
Yeah. When I was in Costa Rica and I was staying with 4 friends in like a hostel on the beach. And I woke up and there was a guy, like I thought it was a real person, standing at the end of my bed, a striped shirt, kind of looked like a little bit piratey, like beard, kind of hot, honestly. And I was like, fuck me. And
I shaved my toenails for this.
I like get up, I just start bleeding, be like, stay there, don't disappear, don't disappear.
It's time for me to take my pants off.
And he was going through my bag and I went, nah! And I like screamed and pointed at him to wake everyone up. I'm like, there's someone in here going through my bag. And he just looked at me and grinned and disappeared in front of my eyes. And everyone woke up and I was like, there's someone in here. And then the one other time was in New Orleans. My dad's girlfriend owns a property. It was built in like the 1800s and it has a little courtyard. And I woke up to go to the bathroom and I looked outside and she has like a lot. New Orleans is such a family. Like everybody comes and goes. So she's like, yeah, if there's people here, it's like just my friends, whatever. So I woke up and there was a guy outside with a trombone. And so I just thought it was her friend. And then the next morning I was like, oh, your friend with the trombone was in the courtyard last night at like 2. And then she was like, oh, no, that's just Freddie. That's the ghost. And I was like, what?
Wow. It turns out Freddy's the clown from the painting.
Yes.
Wow. When the guy was going through your bag, was your bag like levitated? Was it like, was he holding it up in the air or was it just like on the edge of your bed?
It was like there was like a stool thing, like, you know, in the fancy hotels. It wasn't fancy, but how they have like a bench on the end. Been in a fancy. You know how Motel 6, if you took the table and you moved it to the end of the bed, there was like a bench at the end of the bed. So that's where it was. Right. Yeah. So that's where
he smiled and disappeared.
He just smiled and disappeared. It was crazy. And even like still when I tell it, I'm like, I don't even know if this is real, but it is real, but it's just so ridiculous to like think, especially if he was going through my bag. And
he was hot until he was going through your bag and he was a thief? Like he was hot and then it was like,
he got more hot when he was a thief.
Oh.
Yeah, he was hot thief. Yeah.
Hot thief.
Hot thief.
Hot clown thief.
A pirate. Well, he wasn't a clown. The clown is the painting I talked to.
Yeah.
It was more pirate.
I was trying to tie them together.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't work.
No, I just thought you weren't paying attention to me this whole entire time.
I took notes. Because my memory sucks. So I'm like, what was the name of the circus painter hallway clip? Okay, got it.
Okay.
Moving right along.
All right.
Have you ever experienced a natural disaster? I'm now realizing that a lot of these questions are morbid and I've asked them 35 times.
And now, yeah, I mean, I saw a tornado. No, I guess not really. I saw a tornado on the water one time when I was in Thailand.
That's a typhoon.
Oh, is that what it is? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
I think.
I've never seen.
Jamie, look that up. Oh, okay.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great. Yeah, thank
Good
you.
for you. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie.
Can you show me a video? Whoa.
Well, yeah. Nobody ever plays into that with me. That was very good. Thank you for helping me.
But I've seen a plane crash. That's not a natural disaster, but it was quite the disaster.
Yeah, we'll take it. I'm going to take natural out of that question. Have you ever experienced a disaster?
Yeah. Well, if Jamie could pull it up, actually, because it is on YouTube.
The plane crash is on YouTube?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you in the background going?
I was like, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I did see that. Yeah, that's a disaster.
Where were you when you saw the plane crash?
I was in Toronto. It was the Toronto Air Show, and it was a bomber plane, and my mom worked for a radio station, and so that meant that we got like good. We had a boat, and we got to go like near the crash zone, which you're not allowed to, but because we were a radio station, we got to like go
almost die.
Yeah, almost die. Yeah, and so the plane was coming over, and it was letting sparks out, and I was like, fireworks, because I love fireworks, and then it just came over top and just went in front of us and just hit the water and exploded.
Wow.
And then like the pieces were floating by us. It was crazy. And I guess what happened was it was a bomber. There was seven German pilots in there, and they went too low and they couldn't get back up. And it goes so slow-mo in my mind, but then when I look it up online, if you look at like, I think it was like 1994 Toronto Air Show, bomber crash.
I'm going to put a clip in.
The ill-fated Nimrod had already made one fly past and was preparing for another when, without warning, the plane suddenly lost power in the skies above Lake Ontario. On hitting the water, the plane sank almost immediately. The 7-man crew had no chance of escape.
In my mind, it goes so slow, but in real life, it was like, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And you'll see the boats, and I'm like, I'm one of those boats.
You're one of the boats.
It was crazy.
And then for the next 6 weeks, you're like, I'm one of the boats!
And going to school bragging.
Yeah, YouTube was a little laggy in 94.
Yeah.
The fact that someone kept that footage until YouTube...
Is that crazy?
That is crazy.
It must have been one of the news stations that kept it.
Yeah.
But I think that... No, because I don't think many news stations had it, because our boat was like my mom called it in and was like, you guys got to get this on 680 News. I was just here. This just happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Was she an anchor?
No, she sold sales.
Sales.
Yeah, she sold sales.
By
that's
the
not
seashore.
a job.
Was her name Sally?
She sold sales.
By the sea.
Yeah, yeah.
Sally, we're out of sales. Oh, that's...
But it worked for a radio station. You know, there's a lot.
Hey.
We double task in Canada. It's not just a radio station. You sell sales for boats as well. Yeah.
WKRP. Oh, man. Sorry, nope. What is your favorite vacation destination?
Barbados.
Oh, okay. Have you been there?
Yes.
Sorry, some people say what their favorite destination is and they haven't been there before.
It's a bunch of idiots.
Idiots. All of you. Do you have a second one that you've never been to that you want to go to? Like what's on the next on the list for next trip?
Where do I want to go? I guess I would like to go to Africa.
For the safaris?
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. Do you like Las Vegas?
It's okay.
Oh, you're the first okay.
Yeah, no, it's kind of depressing.
Yeah. Some people are like, I fucking hate it or I fucking love it. I've never had an okay before.
You can convince me. If you say, hey, I got us a hotel, I'll pay for the hotel. Do you want to come? I'll go. But I'm not going to spend my money to go there. Yeah, no, I'm indifferent.
Yeah.
I think that if you're with the right people, you could be a fun time.
If someone planned a group adventure, you'd tag along, but you're not the one organizing the adventure.
And I'm not going to dole out too much money. If I have a free room, I'll come. If I don't, I'm not going to pay for it.
Got it.
Yeah. But I feel like I can make the best of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you drink? Are you a drinker?
Yeah, I drink. Yeah.
You have something to do.
Yeah.
Do you gamble?
No, but I would.
Yeah.
I'll play blackjack.
With other people's money.
Yeah, with other people's money. Exactly. So basically, if I decide to be a hooker for the weekend, I'll go to Vegas. Yeah.
Or a sugar baby.
Yeah, I'll be a sugar. Yeah, I don't have to have sex. You're right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Come on.
You know, I guess in Canada that's what they taught us.
Let's elevate a little bit.
You're right. I'm just an escort.
But there's nothing wrong with sex work.
Nope.
If that's your choice.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just please charge a lot of money for it.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I commend them.
I was dating a girl in the late 90s,
Can't wait for the rest of this story.
Oh, this is not going to be good. I might have to cut it out. And I said, if you were a prostitute, how much would you charge? And I thought she was going to say $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. And she goes, $200. That's what they charge.
Whoa.
And I'm like, A, how do you know what hookers charge? And B, why would you be the normal priced hooker? And just didn't have an answer for either one of those things.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I was like, okay.
How long were you dating her?
Not long. I found out later I was the side piece.
Oh.
She, at some point when we were on a date or whatever, she's like, I'm going to marry a Marine.
Marine?
And I was like, I'm not in the Marines. She was like, I know.
I thought you said Marine. I'm going to marry Marine. And I was like, who's that? So she wants to marry a Marine.
Yeah, and she did.
Wow.
Yeah. Not the same one she was dating when I was dating her. What a new Marine.
Oh, big Marine slut, huh?
Well.
Interesting.
You can say that word. I can't say that word.
Yeah, you can't say
Yeah.
slut. No, she's not. She's not.
I'm going to go home and just scream that word.
Willarnet, slut.
Safari. And the last question to wrap us out.
Yeah.
What is the best meal you have ever had in your whole life?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
This is a hard one.
Okay. It was in Italy, and it was in Positano, which is like on the coast in Italy. It was at the top of a mountain in Positano. They took you on a bus all the way up, which was terrifying because it's like really small hills. And we had like a 7-course meal. You just ate as much as you could, and it was only $50 a person with wine.
So price is a factor in your best meal.
Absolutely. If the food is something that is like absolutely authentic and delicious, and the price is great, you're gonna stay in my mind forever. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
People go two ways with that normally. They either go to their favorite restaurant or the favorite thing their mom cooked them.
Oh. Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is a restaurant in Italy.
It's a restaurant in Italy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite thing? Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Great.
Yeah.
So what did we learn in the last hour? We learned that clowns can talk if you, or they should, or you should talk to clowns.
You should talk to paintings that have eyes. Is the summary of it? Yeah.
Like eyeballs.
Yes.
Not like eyes, like the Isaac eyes. Like
no,
eyes.
no. Good thing you clarified that because I don't think
the audio
people
listeners
would know what you were talking about.
Yes.
When you said the word eyes.
No.
Maybe you're the narcissist.
Maybe I am. I was desperately considering it in the middle of our conversation. I was like,
You're like, do I actually love anybody? No.
Well, I feel like I'm really empathic. Like I really feel.
Me too.
I feel embarrassed for other people, except when I'm on stage.
Oh. Yeah.
Like I take a real big joy if I'm making the entire crowd uncomfortable at the same time.
Okay. Yeah.
I really kind of giggle at that. Mm-hmm. I need to get over that because it's just.
Yes.
You'd rather entertain the crowd than make them.
You'd rather make them happy.
Yeah. We're gonna try and do that at some point in our lives. But yeah, what else did we learn? I think that's it. That's all we learned.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just make sure if there's a painting that has eyes to talk to it.
That's right.
Otherwise, it's going to haunt you in your sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before we thank our sponsor, Epilady.
Thank Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie, thank you. Let's plug everything you got one more time.
Okay. Instagram and TikTok are at Nikki Bon. YouTube, same. And Whoa Dad Podcast is everywhere you can get podcasts. I also am posting videos on YouTube. And that's under my YouTube. But then you'll see like the channel for it.
Same.
Playlist. Yeah.
YouTube.com/same.
Same. Yeah.
Sorry.
You're going to get like some restaurant in Thailand.
Yeah, don't do that. It's /Nikki Bon.
Yeah. And then Recovering Toxaholic will be on YouTube as well.
With Monterey. And that's it. We went through all the notes.
All right. I'm going to pull my pants down.
Just kidding, audio listeners.
I didn't.
No, I haven't had pants on this whole time. This is the No Pants Podcast. Nikki, thank you for doing the show.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week on what is this called? The Isaac Abrams Show. Like and subscribe and do all that influencer shit. See ya.